is that? Alright, I'm Dylan from Salesboy Comics. Follow me. What do we do? Acid? More chloride? What do we do? Gelling gum? Or do I just give her the glue? Follow me, and we'll find out what we're going to do with her. These old pesky, dried out, crusty marks. I think I have an idea.
Nude and
After these messages.
it was weird. I mean, you probably didn't hear about it because I went under the name of Mike Honcho. But I just wanted you to know that. If you could hear me, if it got into your brain somehow, that I spread my butt cheeks as Mike Honcho.
What do we got here? John Buscema be rolling his grave, how we treat his books and his beautiful art. Yeah, if you want to see introduction video, why and purposes and what happened. It's a kind of a funny video. It's got a lot of views going. I put a link up on the top right. But this is the second video on the She-Hulk #1. Thank you for joining me. Let's do this beautiful She-Hulk here. And I'm going to take it apart, and then I'm going to explain more why it's going to be a deacidification wash. Deacidified, I mean. Not ecless. I'm not going to use much. I have a good feeling, and I'm going to talk more about why it's going to be a plain warm bath. But let's get her apart and steam her up nice and moist. Get super moisty. You moisty. Get her nice and moisty. Our secret favorite word. Get her moist up. Get her nice and moist.
There's probably... I'm sorry. Can you stop breathing so loud, honey? He's like...
We're slightly increasing the caliber action by using some steam. Larry, Lionel, and Paul at Liberty Hill Comics, they like to use the chamber, humidity chamber, and that's fine. You can do that too. It's all good. But I prefer to give her the old smoke, if you know what I mean. Shoot away, brother. Not using the chamber, it just takes forever, and I don't have 12 hours, if you know what I mean. At least 6 minutes, you'll be good, then you won't have to worry about chipping and all that. Anyways, I want to do a regular bath, 100 ml calcium hydroxide, the rest warm water, really warm water, because once it gets in there, I want it at least mid-90s. No surfactants, because I want to know what's in there first before I add anything to it. And if we get like a few bubbles, different colors, or something, then I know there's something in there. Remember the first video, there's little spots of pink in there. So we're going to see if there's anything on the top here. You get little blotches of colors on your paper. That's not always foxing. So it's probably something overused on chemicals of some type of surfactant. And you can always tell by the book being so shiny and so cracked up and dried out in other areas. Anyways, do a close-up, see if anything comes out and bites you.
Are you seeing them at all? Do you see the little bubble there? Look at it. Is it changing colors?
Didn't think so. Not seeing much. I feel like I see it in the side of my eye, but it goes away right away, like tiny bubbles that come up from underneath. You see that right there? Unfortunately, it didn't, because my light is giving in the shine on the water. But there's like, looks like some type of bubbles. But let's do a flip and see what the other side talks to us or not. Alrighty. Alright. Nice little flip as the water rinses off. And get it all nice and deep in the water here, because I would like to let it sit for a minute and see if anything happens, see if anything comes out, you know. I think I'm seeing a couple bubbles. You'll see it as it shines on the water. The light will reflect it a little bit. It's kind of like a water spider. Yeah, what's up now? Yep, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing more bubbles. So all the chemicals are on this side, see? And I'm going to wash that stuff out. I'm glad I didn't add any chemicals to the chemicals, because we could have had a real mess of a book here. And I'm starting to see that pink going away. See the bubbles? That's awesome.
Took it from me, You took it from me!
I'm going to tell you about 3 minutes, let it sit in its own chemicals, and of course I flipped and I forgot to record it. Sorry. So that was a total of 5-6 minutes, and I can show you a picture of the rinsate. I am Colossus, and Wade was supposed to help me today, and he was not here at all. Tell me in the comments what you think and how that hurts the book over time, just sitting in chemicals. I think that was probably Triton and whatever, chloride, peroxide, or whatever. So this mix is going to be 200 ml calcium hydroxide, tablespoon of, what was it? Couple tablespoons of vinegar, and I think could be washing out MacuClean, I don't know, peroxide, I don't know. Tell me in the comments, this is what we're here for, talk about that. So anyways, get this little girl washed up nice and clean. This will probably be a good 5-6 minute soak, I think I did. Sure, if you're using the chemicals and they just sit on there and you didn't wash them out, if you watched my first video, what I think has happened, what the person did, and then you just kind of use your tack iron and, you know, kind of cake it in there like that, it can't be good for the book. It can't be, because you're just leaving it in there. If you're going to use any chemicals, I think it's just best to just take the book apart in some instances, I'm just saying. But yeah, anyways.
Try to use good due diligence, and over here at my other desk, I'm going to use a Camden tablet wash.
Cover sat in so much. It's 2 tablets crushed into 1 gram. Used warm water. Now I'm going to put it in my beaker here. This is what it looks like. And why am I using this? Well, it isn't good for paper, but at the same time it is. I'm not using a lot. I'm just using it to help the paper have some bounce to it. You know what I mean? Get some balance back into it, because with all this chemical soaking into it, and I crush up some Camden tablets to do this, it's going to help the paper stiffen out more, you know, instead of being a loose girl, because I'm going to use methicellus for this last wash. So its solution is in there nice and warm, so it mixes up nice. So if you guys are enjoying this, give me a like, share my videos to anybody that might be interested. That'll help me out a lot. Comment, like, subscribe. It'll help me out a lot. Alright. Here we go. This bad girl sat in here for about 7 minutes with that vinegar. And Captain Mike Blue Light on it for about 6-7 minutes. Hurrah! Sorry I didn't keep the camera rolling, my gents. Sorry. Check out the rinsate. Little gray to her, but we already conclude that there's something extra in the water, and that's usually what happens. Like a rainbow color to it and stuff like that, then you should worry, because then you might be losing ink. Then the gray or rusty color, that's a good sign. That's something not to be afraid of. Contaminants or extra chemicals in the papers that needs to go bye-bye. And that's usually a surfactant of some time, or someone slopped something on it and didn't clean it, whatever. But on this story, from the first video, if you watched it, you see why I'm going that direction. You have overused your powers, and you're abusing it. You don't do that, because it's wrong. You like that Madeline or whatever, or Sticky Goose or something, maybe, I don't know, but with this type of service we do for these books, it's great responsibility. It's like our own constitution, if you know what I mean. So it's a lot of people out there. Let's be good. Conservators, mount up. Amazing. Score about mid-80s or so. It's a little warmer than I want it to be. I want it to be in the 70s, but that's okay, because my last final wash is always colder than usual. I'll give you a peek of what my methicellus washes are about. In the 50s. That's usually about what my last wash is. It's 50, 60, and because the cold water helps that paper matrix climb back together to original form, you know, make the little fibers tighter. I'll share some videos at the end of this, links, so you can have an idea what I'm doing, and if you enjoy that type of stuff, I can share with you. Thank you so much if you're still with me watching this. I know it's a bore, but I want to do leaf casting, but I saw this, and I don't know how many tidemarks I've done, just the one video of the venom, but this is a white book, so you can actually see the crinkleness from it, and the brown lines, with the brown lines, a little bit of white lines, and then how it's super white at the bottom of the book. So I just figured this would be a great example I could show you guys. A leaf casting machine, and it's built from Scottish. It's a Scottish, and if it's not Scottish, it's crap. Yeah, it's Jesse the Bobby Ventura style. That's what we're gonna do. I can't wait to use that machine. Oh yeah. Alright, I think the Camden Methicellus wash is good enough. Let's pat her down dry to get this excess stuff off of her, because we want bounce in the page. We don't want a loose girl. We need a nice tight girl, if you know what I mean. So let's pat her down, and I'm hoping down the road here, if you guys are still joining me, I hope she comes out a little bit stiffer than usual, you know what I mean? So that's the goal, because when you leave chemicals, I don't know, you can tell me in the comments, but when you leave stuff in the paper, that bounce will be gone in that paper. Knows, but he's the best. Assalamu alaikum, maybe Peter, Professor Peter knows. Towel for 20 minutes, and then I do another paper towel for about another hour and a half, and then I put her in Bristol paper and put her in the oven. The press. Last rinse tape looked like water, so no point in showing it. Alright, she's all nice and moist. Keep it moist, guys. I'll leave some little links at the end. That was fun. I mean, I'll keep other links too here so you guys can watch it if you're interested. Alright, man. Peace. Later. Keep it moist. And God bless.